face with billy club or bullet, confuse taser for pistol and write it up in your report labeling accident, I swear I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger that you would have thought that God or Samuel L. Jackson turned psycho. Yes. Something needs to change with some of these police officers that have hatred in their holsters, but this poem is not to spark a change. This is a father's warning shot, letting you know as a black father, I've done everything in my power to make sure that my son does not get shot by you. So I'm asking you to make sure you do everything in your power to not shoot him, to serve and protect him. You will not make me like Trayvon Martin's father, because I am not that strong of a man. I am weak and reckless. I don't have the time to sit in the courtroom and listen to testimony, testing my patience from a prosecutor that normally sends little black boys to prison, hoping that he'll be on our side to get it right. I do not have time to see if you will get it right. You will not convince me it took an illegal Radio Raheem chokehold to take down my son. Fuck that. I am his father. We play Russell with him all the time, so I know exactly how strong he is. His mother will not yell no, scream why, and if the day ever comes, she comes to me with her tears in her eyes, weakness in her legs, no breath or hope in her lungs, asking me, begging me, baby, do something! God is my witness, I will snap, break, scream, fuck a march, I will fly off the hinges, release the kraken, turn into the same beast you thought my son was when you pulled the trigger. Scratch that, turn into the same beast you were when you pulled the trigger on my son. My son will not have his name yelled as a chant or a war cry. My son will not have his face on t-shirts or used as a mural. My son will not have me and his mother dressed in all black, holding a picture of him on the cover of a magazine. My son is not a beast. My son is not a threat. My son will bury me. I will not bury my son. My son. My son Trey. He just turned 17. He's light enough to be called a pretty boy, but dark enough to be considered a suspect. And I know what some of you are thinking. Do you get this upset when it's a black on black crime? I don't know. But something seems heinous and disgusting knowing that my hard-earned tax dollars are being used to hire a hitman to put a hit out on my own son. The only time that a child should be taken away from his parents is at birth by the medical staff. And as soon as they're finished cleaning him up, they give him back to the parents. So when you see my son at a routine traffic stop, or just walking down the street, I am asking you, begging you, to make sure that he's able to come back home. This is not a poem. This is a father's warning shot. Don Illuminati, track 2, first verse from Tupac. And I swear, and I quote, I ain't a killer.